Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. This is just a quick farm update for this week and the end of the summer. It's been an incredible summer, a very different summer. Harvest is over and next week's officially the last week that the kids are off school. So it's very strange to have it all sort of coming to an end, and combine harvesting is quite a memory ago. I can't really believe that. Other years we've still been harvesting when the kids have gone back to school, so it's been quite an incredible year. So I've got the dog, she's just coming to find me. Here, pups. So now we are moving on to thinking about the autumn and the winter, and for me my main focus now is to start thinking about lambing. And I know that's crazy because that's not really until March, but we need to start getting the animals together to do this. So this means caring for them, looking after them, getting them to the stage where they're fit and healthy, ready to do the job. We do have some of the arable work to get done and drilled and things like that before it gets too wet in the ground and we end up getting bogged down. But at the moment, we're still getting on with that really well. So they're in the last sort of parts of those jobs really are getting done. So we're well up to date on those sorts of things. So quite importantly, tups. We have some tups that are in great condition and they need to be getting fed well, fed right and healthy and ready to do their job. If you don't know what a tup is, it's also called a ram, but I call them tups. Because it's so important that this stage of the year is done correctly, especially at the moment whilst we've got very little grass. So we're having to make sure things are being fed right and looked after right, and they can't be losing condition. But you also don't want things too fat. So we are now getting to the stage where we're weaning our lambs off of our ewes because they need to have a certain period of time off of feeding their young, so that they can, what we call, dry up, stop producing milk and get ready for their next year's work of having lambs again. But we need to make sure that's all done correctly, otherwise you can end up taking too much out of the mother and that's not right. So we need to make sure we're giving them the right amount of food and a really decent winter